Hello, everyone, and welcome to AC Everything. My name is Squid, and this little guy is Gaju, the bearded dragon. And he's a little rambunctious right now. He's going in the shed right now, so he's not very happy to be out. But this shouldn't take very long, so today we're going to be talking about Justice League. If you haven't seen it yet, I suggest you definitely go out and see Justice League. It is a much better movie than the critics make it out to be. Highest rating I've seen on Justice League probably is about 7.7 out of 10. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was more deserving of an 8 rather than anything below that. I definitely don't think it was worthy of an F or anything like that. I don't think it was that bad. There were some issues. They were a little bit over the top when it comes to the CGI, especially with the villain in the movie. Now, to be honest with you, Steppenwolf, he really was a very good villain. Honestly, he was a lot better than the Enchantress. If you've seen Suicide Squad, you know who I'm talking about. She was a bit ridiculous. I couldn't take her seriously as a villain or even somewhat of a threat. Um, so he's getting to be a bit ridiculous, but it's definitely worth seeing. It's definitely worth the $10. I enjoyed it. Me and my fiance both enjoyed it. It really was a good movie. There were some problems, but overall, I think the cast held it together. And I will say this: Cyborg was a bit wooden, to be honest. He wasn't all that exciting. He wasn't bad. I did enjoy him overall, but compared to like the other new characters like Flash and Aquaman, he looks a bit wooden next to them, and those two look awesome. I'm very excited for their solo movies. That's how good they looked. Ezra Miller held the comedy together in that movie all on his own. But the guy that really held that movie together in terms of, force was definitely got to be Jason Momoa. He was a lot more impressive than I expected him to be. You don't expect much from anyone who's playing Aquaman, but he did very well. And I'm definitely looking forward to his solo movie. If you hear any whining in the background, that's my English bulldog. That's little Sheena. And she's upset because she's gated into the kitchen, but she's been a butt all day, so she's going to stay in there. At least for now. Anyway, it really was worth the movie. It was worth the money. I think it was a good movie overall. And as you can tell, we definitely have reframed this channel again. I changed it to AC Everything because we're going to be talking about everything. We're not just going to be talking about just games. I mean, we're going to be talking about reptiles now. We're going to talk about movies. We're going to talk about everything. Of course, the big story that's going on right now is net neutrality is being stripped. The FCC is going after it. I would advise you do some research on the subject, but I would advise you vote, call, let your local representatives know of your opinion on everything, your state representatives. Let them know that you support net neutrality and you do not want this taken away, because it's going to cause a lot of problems. Call and definitely let them know that you support net neutrality. Don't let them take away from us. It's very important that that's not taken away. Another thing we're going to talk about is NBA 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch. I know a lot of people think this is ridiculous, but I'm going to say this right now, and I may sound crazy. I might get a little bit of fire for this, but if you're going out and you are getting in, if you haven't gotten 2K yet, get it on the Switch. Trust me when I say that. I know it sounds ridiculous. Get it on the Switch, though. It is an unbelievable experience going mobile with a 2K game. It's awesome. I didn't think it'd be that good because it's on a smaller screen when you go mobile with 6 inches, but it's good. It's very good. And if you haven't gotten a Switch yet, we're going to be showing it off a lot on this channel now. We might even have a video coming tomorrow. Odds are we will. I highly recommend get a Nintendo Switch if you get the chance, especially this holiday season. There's not going to be any Black Friday discounts on it, but they're focusing a lot on development and releasing a bunch of them at one time so that people that haven't had a chance to get a hold of them can get their hands on them. But to be honest, they're almost readily available on Amazon nowadays. I go to Meijer all the time. I see at least 2 or 3 of them in there every day, and they're selling really, really well. They are. I mean, I think at this point they've sold 4 million units, which is very impressive. They're doing very well. I might be a little low on that, to be honest. That might be a little low. They sold 1 million in the first month. That's how well the Switch has been doing. I would highly recommend you get your hands on it. We're going to be doing a review on Yano and the Celestial Elephant soon. I highly recommend you check that out. It's a game. It's about 15 bucks on the Nintendo eShop, and it's awesome. It's a really good little indie game. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking a lot about reptiles. We already got a bearded dragon. Obviously, he's a baby. He's very, very tiny. He's a little rambunctious, a little ridiculous. For those of you that get the Gagio reference, the fairy tale reference, good for you. You're great people based on just that. You watch anime, you're amazing right away. But we're also going to be picking up a black and white Argentine Tegu, or an Argentine Tegu. I'm not sure what morph. We'll see. If you don't know anything about them, they're very big monitor lizards. They're awesome. They're absolutely amazing. And then we also have a garter snake. Don't show him off too much. Snakes are a little bit, they're not, they usually do not like being on camera, and they're a little bit more picky with being handled. They just tolerate it. Bearded dragons, even though he's a little rambunctious right now, sometimes they even like being handled. Blue tongue skinks is another one. He just peed on me. That is very gross. And he's pooping. That is horrible. Anyway, wow. Anyway, I would highly recommend you get your hand on a blue tongue skink. That's another one. And of course, the best ones. They're really just great animals. Sit down there for a minute. Anyway, if you haven't got your hands on any of these reptiles, go out and get a reptile. They're amazing animals to keep, and they're just great. So that's it for this video. We're going to be talking about a lot more over the coming weeks. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you for viewing AC Everything.